when you're thinking about cleaning, I just want to ask a question to the audience. In a cat cage, what do you think is the best disinfectant against feline disease in that cage? Well, I'm going to say it's a healthy feline immune system. You know, those cleaners you'll apply periodically. If the cat is healthy and its immune system is actively killing agents, the cat's not going to get infected with disease. And its body is going to be constantly killing any agents that come to it. It's the absolute best disinfectant. And given the fact that if the cats are living there and not getting sick, isn't that kind of the whole point? And stress is, as they talked about in the early part of the morning, is the #1 thing that causes the cats to get sick in the first place. So if you can make their experience not stressful, you can eliminate a whole bunch of disease. This is, the traditional approach to sheltering, and let's look what it does. In this situation, the animals are stressed. Stress weakens the immune system. Germs and spores easily move from cage to cage. People are going into this cage, handling a cat, going over, handling the next cat. Any idea that those cages are in any way sterile or clean is a figment of our imagination. It's just not true. Not to mention the fact that it forces the animals to sit, if they're infected with the disease, then they're probably eliminating some of that virus in their litter box, and then we make them sit right next to their litter box so they can keep reinfecting themselves over and over and over. It's actually an incubator for disease. And at the same time, it separates the animals from people, it reduces adoptions, and increases the numbers of animals that you need to house, and all at the same time increasing disease. Other presenters have talked about this phenomenon, so I won't talk about it a lot. I call it I'm a tech geek by trade and background, so I think of it as a bandwidth issue. You've got to move animals from the shelter over there on the left through the adoption process and into new homes. And if you've got a bottleneck there for any reason that's causing it to happen, you're going to end up with a shelter overpopulation problem. What we have for years in our society been calling pet overpopulation, I think, is actually a shelter overpopulation problem. It's not a pet overpopulation problem in your community. It's a shelter overpopulation problem that we've all been seeing. And by changing your shelter, you can open up that bottleneck and move more animals through more quickly by keeping them healthier.